everybody, welcome back to Rach and Bella Crafts. I hope you are well. So yesterday in our video I explained to you that there were some freebies on our Kofi page. If you haven't seen that video yet, this is the freebie sheet that is on our Kofi. I've done it for Mother's Day, and there are also a set of these lovely shabby chic flashcards on there as well for you to go and download. I used this kit yesterday, or this page yesterday, with some papers from JournalInTime's Simple Pleasures. I always think I've got that wrong. I'm sure that's right. And our latest kit, Get Your Chic On, and I made this cute little journal. So I thought today we could look at making some small embellishments to go into there. I was super pleased. I showed you how to make this little belly band that goes up and down. We reduced the flashcard size to do some different things with them. I also included them as a page, and I backed them with another kit page. We've got book pages in here. We've got coffee dye papers in here. I've got some Edith Holden. But yeah, so there's a nice little mixture in here. And I was just starting to show you then how to do some little tucks and pockets and things. So I thought today we would use the collage sheet to make some little cluster and embellishments and decorate these edges here. That was the other thing we did that belly band. I was super pleased with that actually. That was with those little flash cards as well. So for today's video, I thought we would use the freebie sheet again, and we're going to make some little miniature clusters and long page clusters and miniature clusters to go into our mini journal, because we're all very good at making the big ones, but sometimes it's not quite so easy to work out how to make everything smaller. So we're going to keep the page open just to give me an idea of the dimensions that I'm working with there. I have got some words here from Rose's kit, which I've reduced down in size. What I've also done, and I'm not sure how many of you are aware of this, but on your printer settings, and it's actually under the Windows settings on your computer, not under your printer. So if you've got, for example, an HP printer, when you go to print settings, it takes you to HP. You probably won't find it there. I don't know, I haven't actually looked at it there, but I know when I right click on a file on my desktop without opening it, and it brings up a menu, and when I click print and then it takes me to the print option, on the right hand side of that option there, it tells me the different ways in which I can print. So I can either print 1 page to a page, 2 to a page, 4 to a page. There's 2 different types of the 4 to a page format. If you go all the way to the bottom, there's an option on there that will allow you to print. I'm just working out now what it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know, I think it's something like 30 sheets to a page. No, it must be more than that, mustn't it? I'm trying to think. Anyway, it allows you to print off lots and lots of images in one go. So for example, these have all come from one sheet. And what I tend to do is I just then will highlight loads of different papers that I've got, and then ask it to print them all at the same time, and it will print them off in these tiny little sizes. So these are perfect for me to use when I am making miniature clusters. So, you can use any of your digis that you've got there, any images that you've got there, and literally just set it to print the maximum amount that it will, and they will come off then. You'll have one sheet, and you'll have all these little tiny images come off. Okay, it's a little bit annoying because you've got this little bit of white in between, but I mean, that's a small price to pay for having these little ready-made. They're just so cute. They're little ready-made labels. And then they're great then for you to make up your clusters with. So see, I've got a whole batch of them there now ready to go, and I haven't had to tear up a big sheet or anything. I am going to tear up a big sheet, obviously, but that's just a little tip for you there. So go and check out your printer set. You're amazed at the things that you can do with a printer, with one sheet of paper and one design, and then having all of the different options that are on there just by printing out at different sizes. So definitely go and give that a go. And see what you can do with that. I suggest when you're having a play around with your printer that you put in, just like the cheap paper, just to try things out. And then when you know that it's doing what you want it to do, then put your tidy paper in there then, So keep just thin old normal paper like 80 GSM paper to hand, just for when you're testing out things with your printer, so that if you make a mistake, it's not going to be that costly for you then, is it? But yeah, I definitely recommend you doing that. I love to print things off in miniature because I think it really adds to what you're making, and especially if you can use the same kit then throughout the journal in different ways. So go and give that a go and see what you can come up with. Well, not yet, obviously, wait until the end of the video. Right, okay, so I've got my little words here. I have got my my little tiny miniature cluster things, and then I've got my pages. So what we can do, and do this in a few different ways. So I am going to take some bits from here just because I want some of this paper underneath the cluster to kind of form the bed of it. I was looking for my tear ruler, but it was, oh, it's all the way up there. Bear with, sorry, let me just grab that. Who has tidied that away up there? That's what I'd like to know. Right, so let's pop that over there a minute. I absolutely love this page. Right, and I'm going to tear down here, I think. Oh, wrong way, Richie. Go. Right, and then tear again. Okay, so now we've got this lovely, lovely wiggly line. I'm just gonna do that one there if I can. Beautiful day here today. In all fairness, they didn't forecast us to have a nice day, but it really is lovely. Now, obviously, I don't want these to be too big because the page is not terrifically long, but I'm thinking if I do a running cluster for this page, so I'll take my wiggly line here, and then I'm just going to tear that off at that point there. And then from this sheet that I've torn, I know now I can make roughly 2 clusters. I'm going to make a long cluster and a short cluster now with that piece there, and I'm going to do the same thing again now, except this time I'm going to do it that way so that they're different. And then there we go, so we're working with 2 long and 2 short. Right, now I'm also thinking it would be nice to add some lace, and I'm just looking in my my bird catchers, as Cheryl calls them. They're not bird catchers, they're bird feeders. Naughty, naughty. Right, there's some really, you know, shabby lace, but almost transparent lace. And I'm going to just trim that because I'm going to put that way over the top. Oh, I like making shabby clusters. They are so lovely. And then this, I'm going to trim to the length. And then I'm going to cut it in half, because we don't need all that on there. And then it'll be 1 for each then. Okay, so let's get a glue in. Pop that on there, because I do find that the lace tends to take a little time to dry with this glue. Don't know why. There, and then let's pop this one on here. There we go. Lovely, lovely. Right, and then same with this one here. So I'm going to just pop that so that it sits in the centre of our long cluster. Oh. There we go. Oh, you can tell it's a nice day. Everyone's got their lawnmowers out. Oh, we did ours yesterday. That's a nice feeling, isn't it? Plenty else to be done out there, mind, but at least the lawn's done. So I'll do a bit of weeding, I think, this afternoon. There we are. Right, okay. So now, where's our little... So now what I'm thinking is I'm going to take some of these now, and we'll do a bit of a build-up cluster on top. So I might just ink a little, just because it makes them pop a bit. So if we pop that one there, and then perhaps we'll have the green. Where's that nice, yes, let's have this. So I've got the antique linen distress ink, which is dark enough for shabby chic, I feel. There we go. And if we pop that onto there, now what we can always do then is add either, now what have I done with them? I've got these ones here, but somewhere on my desk is a small pack of tiny flowers, and I say somewhere on my desk. Right, I've got them, sorry about that. Right, so what we can do then is, pick those up a minute. I've got these super tiny ones here. I do also have, oh, I got these ones here. Some of them, my ladies sent me some, didn't they? And I've also got these ones here. But I think they're a little bit, they might be a bit bright. Those cream ones are quite nice, mind. What are we thinking? White? No, let's stick with the white because I said so, because I like them. That's the reason. Right, there we go. Let's tip a few out. There we are. Right, so let's pop them on. Now, obviously at this point, if you want to, you can add a little stitch. Hang on, that might be nice. Let's do that. There we go. So all I've done is just a really shabby little stitch I've popped onto there. So I'm thinking, I'll pop that in there. Let's glue him down. And it hasn't got to be perfect because, what did we say last week? There's no bad art. Right, so I might just give that a little bit of an ink. And then, what should we put on here? At the seaside. Oh no, what does that one there say? Walk in the woods. Oh, let's do walk in the woods. Because it's green behind, isn't it? There we are. I'm going to put that across the bottom there. Like so. And then I think I'm going to put a little flower just by there like that. And I think that's perfect. And it's all, it's all fairly small. So it shouldn't be too, you know, bulky in our little journal. What do you think? Oh, I think that's sweet. I like that. Right, let's do some more. Let's do some more. Let's get this one done here then, shall we next? Right, so again, let's go for like a texty kind of document underneath. So obviously if you don't have stuff like this to print out, that's fine. You can do this with book pages. Put a little bit of book page behind, and then tear off a bit of, you know, anything with colour. If you don't have a printer, you could be using a botanical kind of book. You could even use backgrounds in magazines for this, because if you've got a magazine that's got particularly attractive backgrounds in, that would be perfect. So again, I'm just going to do a little squiggle on my sewing machine. Bear with. Okay, so I've done that. My thread all went wrong, but never mind, all sorted now. Blob of glue on there. Stick that on there. Like so. Let's have bicycle ride. And then let's glue that on. Oh, come along now. Behave. That's it. I'm going to pop that in like that. And then we'll have another one of these beautiful little flowers. We'll pop it up there like that. And there we go. How simple are they? Oh, I think they're super cute. I love them. Right, let's try a larger sized one now. So how would we tackle one that's going to be slightly larger? Well, obviously we've popped our lace on. We've got our lovely little bit of paper that's cut askew. Now, you can do something similar to like we did with that belly band the other day, where we can kind of teeter-totter them down, or we can add some different images, or what I have done is I've got some little circle cuts here. So in our kit, what was it called? Get Your Chic On. I did some big circles. So I've printed them out 4 to a page. I didn't print out 4 pages of circles. Obviously, I printed out 4 different things, and then they've come out just big enough for me to cut with my 1-inch circle cutter, my little one. So that was fine. But you can use these now to we'll use these now to embellish up one of these. Should we give that a go? Something a little bit different, isn't it? My circle cutter did not like having to cut tiny, teeny little circles. No, it did not. It was like, what are you doing to me? Not on their own anyway. It's a bit temperamental. Right, so I'm just thinking now, if we place like one here, and then another blue one here, and then another one here, and then maybe one here. Perhaps we put them in the middle. Just a suggestion. And then I can perhaps pop this one at the bottom then. Oh no, that could have gone up higher. Okay, well let's go from there. Take the circles up. And then at the top, then we could put a flower. Perhaps we'll put a bigger flower. No, maybe not. Yeah, no, it's going to have to be a bigger flower. Let's try one of these, shall we? How do I get in there? Oh. Better. Right, and then perhaps we'll pop that at the top there. Oh, that's pretty. Or should I put that at the bottom and stick that at the top? Sorry, got to think these things through. I actually quite like that at the bottom, I think. I'm not sure if I'm loving that squaring with the circle. Perhaps I ought to just stick with circles for this one. I'm going to have a cup of tea at the top. Here we go. I know it's unusual, it's a little bit different, but it is something a bit different. No, we don't want them all to be the same. Right, let's glue them into place. Oh, come on, glue. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. And 7. There we are. And then we put this little flower at the bottom. There we go. Hey, like I say, something a little bit different. I think that's rather cute. Perhaps I could have done my lace being edged out a little bit further because I can't quite see that there. I think I'm quite tempted to put a bit more behind. Let's do that, shall we? Okay, trim that down a notch. Perhaps I'll place it on top of the lace. There, that might be better. Yes. Okay. Place that in the middle, like so. There we are. Oh, that's very pretty. Very nice. Right, I'm gonna leave it that way a minute just so that dries. Okay, so what shall we do with this one? Let's make this one a little bit different then, shall we? Perhaps we'll do, with this one, we'll put some flowers coming down. Oh, that might be quite nice. It doesn't all have to be about the clusters, does it? So put some flowers on there. Is there a bit of damage on that one there? I have a broken petal. Oh dear. Here we go. And then that one there. Okay, and then perhaps we can do something at the bottom then. Maybe we'll do a bit of a you know, a little cluster at the bottom. And then a word. So perhaps we'll stick that on there like so, at the base, just for a bit of interest. And then in the middle, maybe. And then a word. We need a word. We need a word. Right, what else have we got? Where's me words? Long naps. I wonder why that one appealed. Oh my days. I'm saying nothing. I'm saying nothing. I didn't write these words, Rose did. It's like she read my mind. Right. I think we deserve long naps on Mother's Day, don't you? Long naps. There we are. Right, I like that. It's a little bit different, I know, but I'm going for it. So let's glue these down before I change my mind. 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Let's see how long our page is. Yeah, I could put that right across the bottom there then, couldn't I? 4. There we are. Right, let's pop these in and let's have a look and see how they look. Let me just tidy these up a minute. We'll pop them onto the pages. Let's put those back in the little bag before they go walkabout. Because they're super, they are. Love them. Right, okay. So, I'm thinking that we'll go here. This one, I think. Long naps, yes. Oh, that's lovely. Yes, right, let's pop that down there then. It doesn't matter if it hangs over the edge, that's kind of the idea really, so that's fine, we're good with that. Oh, there, look at that. Transform the page. Okay, and then over again, let's pop, let's have this one of these, is that? Oh, that is one. Look at me trying to take my cluster apart. I think I'm going to put that on one of these pages, cover up some of the print. There we go. Very nice. Right, let's go to the other half of the journal. What about on one of these? Should we put that on there? I think that would be a nice cover up for that, wouldn't it? And then you wouldn't see that it's a flip then, would you? No. Okay, let's put lots of glue on here now then to catch this lace. Okay. There we are. And then, where should we put that other cluster? Should we put that here? No, we don't need to put it there. And I got another. Here, let's put it there. Because it looks like a tree behind and we're seeing a walk in the woods. So that goes rather nicely. There we go. Marvellous. Love it. There we are. So they are our mini embellishments for our mini journal. Number 1. Number 2, love that. Number 3 and number 4. And I've just realised I've stuck them in and I haven't taken a picture of them. Never mind. I will work that out myself later. Right, that's all you're going to get today, guys. Off you go and have a go at that. We are, I think, on now day 65, I think, of 100 days. So go and have a little bit of fun with your clusters. Use up your freebie sheets and let's see what you can come up with. But other than that, have a wonderful Mother's Day and I will be back with you all tomorrow. Take care now. Bye-bye.